Alrighty, what's poppin' folks? Welcome in. This is BabyNation.com. Welcome back to another video, guys. And today we have NBA Week 19 predictions. We're already at Week 19, which is already unbelievable. Anyway, coming off of another week that I thought I could have done better, but at the same time, we did alright. We did 23-13, bringing my overall record to 504, 251. Still pretty good. I'm not going to complain about that record at all. And then we had 7 undefeated days, but I don't think we have any in the last 2 weeks, so hopefully that we can get another undefeated day here soon. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like, hit that subscribe button. We do appreciate it, guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, make sure you join the Discord, and follow me on Twitch. Both links are in the description. And if you guys haven't already, like I said, the like, subscribe button. We're 2 away from 600. Make sure you guys please let us get there. Help us get there. Hit the like, hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate all of you guys. Alright, everybody, so without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. A lot of games to predict, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, everybody, so kicking things off here, we have NBA on Monday. When we start off, we got a good one here. We got San Antonio going into Detroit, and very clearly that it's kind of surprising, honestly, that we only have 3 games here on Monday, and this is probably one of the better ones we're going to see all week. Anyway, here, I think Detroit's a hell of a team, but this San Antonio's team, they're also really good, and normally games like this, I'd normally pick the home team to win it, but something's telling me that San Antonio is going to go in there and they're going to beat the Pistons on the road. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but I just think that somehow it has a gut feeling. I just think that's going to happen. I'm going to take San Antonio by a narrow score. We'll go, it'll be a close game, but I'll take San Antonio. Now we got the Kings at the Grizzlies. God, this game's going to suck. I guess I'm gonna take Memphis, I guess, just because I just think that they're the better team, or at least they should be the better team in this scenario, but I just don't know. I mean, it's the Sacramento Kings. They're on a 16-game losing streak. I don't think Memphis will lose to them. And now with our final game here on Prime Video here, I don't know if this is NBC, Peacock, or the actual Amazon. I don't know, but anyway, here we have Utah going into Houston. Yeah, Houston's the better team here. I mean, I really want to give this win to Utah, but I just don't think they're going to get it done. I don't think they're capable of getting this one done. I think Houston, with their offensive firepower, they should be able to do enough here to beat Utah. Moving on to this Tuesday heavy slate here, and I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but we have a list. This week probably has to be the toughest week of basketball games to predict. We'll get into this in a minute, but anyway, here we got Philadelphia at Indiana. I will take Philadelphia to win this game because Philadelphia is the better team, and I just think that's plain and simple. I think they've shown that they're the better team, they're the more consistent team. Philadelphia should be able to walk away here with the win. Moving on, we got Washington at Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta doesn't win this game. I mean, they should just be the laughing stock of the NBA. Like, they should be able to beat Washington. If they can't beat Washington, then I'll be extremely not confident in for the rest of the season. Come on, Atlanta. Don't make me look like an ass. Moving on, we got Dallas at the Brooklyn. I don't know if Cooper Flag is coming back. Does anybody know if Cooper Flag is going to come back for this game? Anyway, here, like I said, I'm not going to pick Brooklyn. I don't think Brooklyn's a good team. Brooklyn's just not a good team themselves. I mean, Dallas, they should be able to go in there and kick their asses, but I don't know if I should predict that to be an ass beating. I will say a close game. Actually, matter of fact, we'll say a close game. I should be able to pull it off. Now we have a tough one here. We have OKC going into Toronto. The other reason I think this game is close because I think this game could go either way. I think Toronto could be one of those teams that could protect home court and beat OKC. But like I said, we don't know when Shea's going to come back. We don't know if that's huge. If he's out, that could be very huge for this game. I think I'm going to take OKC though, just because I just think they'll have a little bit more depth on offense, and I just think they'll find a way to win it. But Toronto, like I said, Toronto, they're one of those sneaky teams. Like if they're going to beat you on the road, they can beat you. They're more capable of it. But I'll take OKC for the moment. Now moving on here, we have a good one. This one's on on Peacock here. We have on Amazon here. We have New York going into Cleveland, which should be one of the better games of the week. I'm actually gonna take Cleveland to win this game. I think the Knicks have been the better team overall this year, but Cleveland, ever since they lost that last game, they've been red hot with James Harden. I think that will continue here. They're at home. I know they're playing against a really good team, but they're at home as well. I think they can find a way to get the job done here, especially with those uniforms. Next up, we got another tough one here. We have the Hornets going into Chicago. Is it? I'm kind of expecting a close game here, but I think I'm gonna take Charlotte to win it because I think Charlotte actually does have a chance in the playoffs, and Chicago does not. And plus, I just think the Charlotte Hornets, they have more depth, they have more shooting ability, they have the better defense here. I think I'm gonna take Charlotte here to win it. Next up, we got another tough one here. We got Miami going into Milwaukee. It's just another tough game. I mean, I can see this one going either way here. The game is in Milwaukee, but I just think Miami has the better roster, and I just think they're better coached. Therefore, I think I'm gonna take Miami to win this game because, like I said, I just think they're better. I just think they're better coach. I just think they're betterly coached, to be completely honest. And I just don't trust. I just don't in a game like this, but especially playing against Bo. I'll take the Heat here. It's gonna be a nail biter though. Now we got Golden State at New Orleans, and is DeJounte Murray going to come back for this game? I actually did hear there actually is a chance that DeJounte Murray does come back and play in this game, but even without Steph Curry, the Warriors are the better team. The Warriors should be able to walk away with a win here. Shouldn't be too hard here. I mean, you're playing against the Pelicans. Like you should be able to walk in there and get the job done easily. Now we got the Celtics at the Phoenix Suns. Another tough one to pick here. And actually it should be a pretty close game. It kind of sucks that I did hear that Dillon Brooks did get injured for Phoenix. And I think what was it, a broken right thumb or something like that, or hand, something like that. So I kind of do bad for Phoenix. They're in this situation because Dillon Brooks has actually been pulling out this year. But I don't know if I can pick them against the Celtics. I'm gonna take the Celtics. Unfortunately, I actually do want Phoenix to win this game. That way they can stay away from the Lakers in the standings. But I will take the Celtics to win this game. It's going to be a close game. It could go either way, but being as a home dub, it could help here. But I'm going to take Boston. And moving on to our last game here. Wait, this isn't actually. Yeah, this is the last game of the day here. Anyway, we have New Orleans at the Lakers here. Like I said, I think this game is actually going to suck, to be completely honest with you, because the Lakers have been one of the most inconsistent good teams in basketball. But the Magic has a really good defense. We can't score in Orlando because Orlando has a really good defense. They can cause LA some problems here, just like what they did to the Celtics just last night. I'm going to give it to the Lakers, though. I think we do bounce back and beat Orlando here. It's not going to be easy. Like it's going to be tough playing against Paulo and them, but I just think LA, they find a way to pull it out. Anyway, folks, I lied here. The last game here. Now, this is the official last game here. Anyway, moving on to the last game here of the slate here, we have Minnesota going into Portland. Listen, with Portland, if you guys haven't realized, they're missing their all-star. It's Denny. I'm not going to pronounce his last name because I suck at it. Anyway, here, I think that's a nailing in the coffin. If you don't have your all-star, I just don't think you're going to beat Minnesota. I just don't think you're going to beat Ant. I mean, that's a tough task without your biggest player, your all-star type player on the team. He's out. I'll take New Orleans. I'll take Minnesota. Now, catching on to our Wednesday slate here, we have OKC at Detroit, and just another tough game to pick. So I don't know. I can see this one going away, especially if Detroit does lose to San Antonio. They're going to be extra motivated for this game. But at the same time, OKC is like literally the best team in the league. Actually, this game will be on ESPN. I forgot to put it up there. Anyway, I'm going to take the Pistons, man. I think they bounce back. I think if they do lose to San Antonio, which I am predicting, they're going to be extra motivated for this. They're playing against the defending champs. I think they protect home court, and I think they at least win one of these two manageable games. I'll take the Pistons here and the slight upset. Next we have San Antonio at Toronto. Oh shit, Toronto's wearing those uniforms. They're wearing the classic throwback uniforms. Holy shit, we have a game here. This is just another tough one to pick here. I made a rule. I did say that I'm not picking against Toronto's uniforms. I know it's bold. Like I said, I think San Antonio, they're probably the better team. They probably are going to win the game here, but Toronto is. I can't pick against them wearing them uniforms. They actually play better wearing these uniforms. So why not? We'll just go for it. And now moving on, we have our other game here on ESPN. We have Golden State going into Memphis. I mean, like I said, if the Warriors have been a little bit more balanced without their all-star, sure, and the Memphis Grizzlies don't have Ja. I don't know what's going on with Ja's situation down there in Memphis. But Steph Curry, without him playing, I think I'm going to stick with the Warriors just because I do think they have more depth. I do think they have a little bit more star power between depth when it comes down to the benches. So that's me thinking going to Golden State, but however, I can see Memphis winning as well. Now we got the Kings at Houston. Houston should be able to take care of business here, right? I mean, I don't think they would lose to Sacramento. I mean, they're the better team. They're at home, and they got everything that they need here, right? It'll be embarrassing if Houston actually. It'll be embarrassing if Houston loses this game. Now we have Cleveland at Milwaukee. See, games like this, I would pick Milwaukee to win if they had Giannis. But without Giannis, the Cleveland's going to kick their ass. I mean, I think it's just a clean result, man. Like Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, like them two might have like 25 points. They both might hit the over on 25 and a half points. Like Cleveland should be able to put up a number, especially against this Milwaukee team who's been really struggling as of late. I'll take the Cavs. And now moving on here to our other game here on ESPN, which is going to be one of the better games of the year. I'm essentially here. But anyway, we have the Celtics going into Denver. It's another tough one here. Celtics are one of the more disciplined teams in basketball. I think Denver's one of the better teams in basketball, but at the same time, like I know they're injured and they kind of been in and out over the last couple of weeks, but they actually done a pretty decent job in my book, staying well above 500, especially how injured they have been this year. I'm gonna go with Denver to win this game in an absolute nail biter. Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit specific here. I think this game goes to overtime, and Denver wins this game by a game winner by Jokic. Denver wins. Now moving over to our Thursday slate here, we got Charlotte going into Indiana. You guys know who I'm picking here, right? I'm pretty sure you guys already know I'm picking. I'm sticking with the hot hand. I'm picking Charlotte. Charlotte should be able to win this game. They have been playing like the better team. They have been the better team this year. They know what they need to do. The playoffs are upcoming. They can still clinch the top 6 in the East. I'm expecting Charlotte to come out, no playing around. Come on, Charlotte, you gotta win this game. Let's go Hornets. Next up, we got Miami at Philadelphia, and this is just another tough way to get picked here because Miami, actually, if you guys haven't known their history, Miami shows up for games like this, especially when you go to like Philadelphia, New York. They show up, like they play good basketball, and that's why these kind of games are kind of hard to pick here. But I am gonna, I do think the Sixers are better talent wise. I am going to take Philadelphia to win this game. I think it'll be close. I think Miami will compete. Like I said, they have the coaching to keep them in a game here, so I think it'll be competitive, but I'll take Philadelphia to their score. Next up, we have DC next we have Washington at Atlanta. I mean, like I said, Atlanta should be able to win this game, right? I don't think Atlanta should lose this game. I know both teams wear their Sixers uniforms, which looks cool, but I'm gonna go with Atlanta to win this game. They should be able to find a way to get it done. If not, like I said, it would be embarrassing. Next up, we have San Antonio at Brooklyn. God, why does this Thursday slate suck? I mean, San Antonio's going to beat the shit out of them. I'm not going to lie, this game could be over by halftime. Or maybe Wemby doesn't even have to play for 2.5 quarters in this game. Maybe Wemby might get to have some popcorn on the benches, and then the whole starters are going to celebrate on the bench, throwing confetti cannons all over the Brooklyn court. I don't know. San Antonio wins by at least 35 points. Next up, we have Houston at Orlando, and another tough one here. Houston, like I said, they're good, but at the same time, they kind of have like the same issue as the Lakers. They're not really that consistently good. And Orlando, like I said, they're at home in the black uniforms, playing against Houston's playing against one of the better defenses in the NBA. This game is on Prime Video. This game will actually be on Amazon, so I can actually watch it here. I'm gonna give the side here to Orlando just because they are the home team. Like I said, games like this, I just normally go with the home team, so I'm gonna stick with the hot hand here and to trust my gut. My hand's been going with the home team. I've been nearly getting those right every single time, so I'm gonna trust myself here again. I'm gonna take Orlando to win it. Next up, we got Portland at Chicago. Yeah, like I said, if Denny was playing this game, I probably would pick Portland, but otherwise, I think he's going to be out, so I do think Chicago gets a break, and I do think Chicago is going to find a way to win this game. It's not going to be the most prettiest win for Chicago, but I just think that without Denny, like I said, without their former All-Star on the team, I just think that's going to cause problems, and I do think Chicago will nearly merge ahead. Next, we got the Kings at Dallas. I mean, I don't know. Something's telling me that Sacramento's going to win this game. Am I bold for saying that, or is it just me? Or if you call me an asshole for that, I wouldn't really care that much. Anyway, here I'm going to take the Mavericks to win it. The Mavericks are the better team here. I'm not going to overthink this one. I mean, even with Cooper Flag not returning in this game, the Mavericks should be able to win this one regardless. Next up, we got the Lakers at Phoenix. This is another tough one here to pick. Thankfully, Dylan Brooks not playing in this game because he'd be an asshole against LeBron. But anyway, here the Lakers, like I said, they should be able to have enough star power to win it. I don't know if Devin Booker is going to be playing. Devin Booker's been kind of in and out of the lineup, so that's still going to be something to monitor. But if he does come back, it's going to be this game against the Lakers. Everybody returns against the Lakers for some damn reason. But anyway, here I'm gonna take LA to win this game. So I'm not comfortable picking my guys here, but I just think that we'll find a way to win, especially if Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks. We don't know what Dylan Brooks is out, but especially if Devin Booker misses time. So I'll take the Lakers here. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be a near score because it's the Lakers, but I'll take them to win it. Next up, we got the Pelicans facing off against Utah Jazz. I mean, both teams suck. I mean, just look at the standings. I mean, you got the one team that's 13th. You got the other team that is 14th. I mean, both of these two teams suck. So I guess we're just gonna go with the home team. I'll take Utah to win this game. Plus, Utah actually does play. So even though they do suck, they actually play pretty decently at home. They definitely do give teams a challenge at home, and the Pelicans have just not been good all year long. Give me Utah. And now moving on here to our other game here on Amazon Prime Video here, we have Minnesota going into the Clippers. Another toughie here. I said it's just another one of those games I can just see going either way. Minnesota being the road team in this one, I can definitely see them winning a step up. Clippers being the home team, I can definitely see them winning as well. Kawhi Leonard versus Anthony Edwards should be an amazing show. I am going to lean with the home team to win this one, though. I will take the Clippers to win this one by a narrow score. Should be a close game regardless here, but like I said, I'll take the Clippers by a narrow score. Now, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off here with the Friday slate here, which we have another great game. We have Cleveland going into Detroit. It's just a tough one, man. It's like Cleveland. I think Cleveland's turning up the page here. They've been one of the hottest teams in basketball coming out of the All-Star break, and that's a good sign there, especially with James Harden. And you guys know what the Pistons are capable of. Pistons are going out there and kicking your asses any minute. I'm gonna pick the Pistons. It's gonna be kind of like Boston and Denver. It's gonna be one of those nail biters I can just see going to overtime and maybe like getting a game winner from Kate Cunningham or something like that. But I'll take Detroit to win here. Like I said, if this game was in Cleveland, I would probably pick the Cavs, but it's in Detroit, so give me Detroit. Now we have Brooklyn at Boston. Oh yeah, Boston. They're gonna return home and they're gonna beat the living shit out of the Nets. I mean, the Nets might not even compete this game for like 2.5 quarters. Like it's gonna be an absolute beatdown. This is another one of those games that I'm kind of expecting the Celtics to win this game by at least like 30 something points. Next up, we got the Knicks at Milwaukee. Actually, I don't know if I said this already, but this is a pretty short slate here for Friday. But anyway, here. I mean, as much as I want to pick Milwaukee to win this game, I'm not going to. I'm not going to trust them against a team like the Knicks. I'll take the Knicks to win this one. We'll say probably a decent score, like somewhere around the 10-17 range, something like that. I do think Milwaukee will compete because they Cam Thomas has been pretty good for them, but I just think Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns and company is just going to be too much for them. Now we have the Grizzlies at Dallas. Like I said, I don't know who's going to be playing or not in this game. So I think that's just really the pick here of who's playing and who's not playing. But I am going to take Dallas to win it because Dallas is at least a home team here. And I just think they've been playing just a little bit better than what Memphis has been playing right now. I'll take the Mavericks here. I'm expecting another close game here, but I'll take Dallas. And now moving on to the game I've been waiting for. We have Denver going into OKC. This is Denver's revenge game. Do I think they're going to get it, though? That's the question. OKC's been dominant. They're wearing the City Edition uniforms. This is really going to be a clash. As much as I really want to pick Denver to get revenge here because I do think they deserve it. I actually do want to see Denver win this game. But I am going to take the safe side and pick OKC to win this one. Like I said, by a narrow score, I think Denver can really compete with OKC. We've seen it in the playoff series last year. Denver's going to come out hungry. They're going to come out with revenge, and I can definitely see that happening here. But I'm going to go with OKC to win this one. But like I said, by a narrow score, and this is just another one of those games I can see going to overtime. Now moving on to our Saturday slate, and like I said, the slate is actually pretty sweet. I think we only have like 5 games on Saturday. Anyway, the first things first here, we have Portland going into Charlotte. I will take Charlotte to win this game, but it's going to be closer than what people think, though. People would think without any it's going to be a blowout here. I think it'll be close. I'm not expecting Charlotte to completely blow them out of the water. I expect them to win, but I'm not expecting to go out there and just blow the Portland Trailblazers out of the water. I'll take them by like a narrow score. Next up, we have Houston at Miami, and yes, and this game will be actually on Amazon exclusive. This is just another tough one to pick here. I mean, I can see Houston winning. I can see Miami winning. I think Houston's the better team, but I think Miami has the better coaching. I just don't know. In Miami at home wearing those uniforms, it's really, this game is actually one of the tougher ones to pick all of the season. I'm gonna take Houston because I do think this game is gonna come down to clutch time, and there's no other player that I trust in this situation than Kevin Durant. I'm gonna trust him to go out there and get the job done here. It's not gonna be the most prettiest win for Houston. As a Lakers fan, I hope they lose, but I just think that Houston's gonna find a way to win it. Next up, we have Toronto at Washington. I mean, I feel bad for Washington because I know that team's terrible, but at the same time, like they have a brutal schedule this week. I mean, Toronto's gonna kick the shit out of them. I mean, I just think that's not a question. They're gonna go out there, they're gonna beat them up. It's just another game I could just see being over by halftime or something like that. Toronto cruise control win for you guys on the road. Next up, we have Golden State hosting the Lakers. I mean, I'm very hoping that Steph returns. If Steph does return, he's going to return this game to play the Lakers. I will put like $100 bet on it. Anyway, like I said, the Lakers, we have been one of the most better inconsistent teams in the NBA, and I think that's very true. Look at the Warriors. The Warriors have actually done what they can, or at least they had some couple pretty impressive wins underneath the belt, how banged up they have been without Steph. This game is in Golden State, so that's kind of triggering me to pick the Warriors here, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take my Lakers to win this one by a narrow score. It's going to be close because it's the Lakers and we're not consistent, but I will take us to barely get the job done here, squeaking out a win here in Golden State. And moving on to our last game here on Saturday. Yep, that's true. That Lakers Warriors game that will be a ESPN ABC game. Anyway, here we got the Pelicans at the Jazz. Wait, didn't these two teams just play this week? Anyway, I'm gonna take the Jazz again. I just think the Jazz are better. Like I previously said, I just think the Jazz actually do prevent a challenge when you go to Utah, and I just think that I'm not gonna trust this New Orleans roster. I'm not going to right now. Give me Utah to win this game. And now, last but not least, we got the really heavy Sunday slate of the NBA. Yeah, that's right. We got like, I don't know, like 12 games or something like that. Anyway, first things first here, we have San Antonio going into New York, and this game will be on ABC/ESPN. I'm going to take the Knicks to win this game. If they're at home, I mean, basically the whole court was basically the deciding factor with me here because both teams are really good. Both teams have good defenses. Both teams have pretty good offenses. I just think games like this is going to come down to the home court field. I'll take New York to win this one in an absolute nail biter. Next, we have Cleveland at Brooklyn. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, Cleveland's going to beat them by at least 30. I mean, it's like, holy shit. Somebody for the Cavs is going to have a celebration. Like, they're going to have like a all-time history, or they're going to break a record for their own career. Like, Cleveland's going to beat their asses. Next up, we got the Bucks at Chicago. You guys want to know something funny about these two teams? And these two teams have been like this probably ever since like 2021, something like that. When these two teams normally play, and you can even go back to that 2021 first round when these two teams match up in the first round, it kind of feels like the road team always wins between these two. Like if the game is in Milwaukee, Chicago has a better chance of winning. If the game is in Chicago, Milwaukee has a better chance of winning. So I'm going to follow that trend. I'm going to say the Bucks win it because that's just what the history has shown in the last couple of years, and I just think the Bucks will win it because that's just what the history says. Now moving on to our other game here on ESPN, we have Minnesota at Denver. These are just kind of like each other. Like you can go back to that playoff series just a couple years ago. That's just what it feels like. If this game's in Denver, Minnesota has a better chance of winning. If this game is in Minnesota, Denver has a better chance of winning. I'm gonna take Denver. I'm gonna take an absolute squeaker here. I think it's just another one of those games I can see going to overtime. But I just think that Denver pulls it off. I just don't. Even though Denver's been pretty bad at home recently against Minnesota specifically, but I just gotta trust them to get the job done here just once, and I think they'll get it here. Now we got Memphis at Indiana. I don't know. Both teams suck. Both teams are pretty bad. I mean, this game is in Indiana, but at the same time, the Grizzlies are the better team. I don't know. It could go either way. I'm actually, you know what, fuck it. We're just going to take the Pacers. I don't really have a good reason why I'm taking the Pacers. I really don't. Maybe because they're just the home team in this scenario, but like I said, I just don't have a good reason. I don't have a good reason to pick either team here. Next up, we have Portland at Atlanta. God, this game is just one of those games I just don't give two shits about. I don't really care about this game. Man. Give me Atlanta to win this game. I don't really, like I said, just none of the games. I don't really have a reason why I'm picking Atlanta, but I guess I'll go with Atlanta. But I just, like I said, I don't have a reason to pick either team here. Next up, we have the Sixers at the Celtics here. Ooh, okay, finally, we finally back with one of the better games. Anyway, I just don't know about this game. I think it could go either way. You know, the Sixers, they've been a really talented team, especially over the course of the year to try to protect that 6th seed. Celtics have been cruising, and they're at home. I'm going to take the Celtics to win this one. And in their city's uniforms as well. I'm going to take them with the narrow score here, and I do think Boston barely pulls it off with a win. I want to be wrong. I don't ever want to pick the Celtics, but I just feel like I have to. Next up, we got Detroit playing Orlando. Yeah, I mean, as good as Orlando's defense is, and they're at home, I don't think the Pistons defense has also been pretty good this season, and I just think overall they have the more better offensive pop over there. So I am going to take Detroit to win this game. I think it will be close. I do think Orlando should be able to compete in this game, but however, I'm not really expecting them to go out there and actually win the game here. I'll take Detroit, and we'll say it was a squeaker, but I'll take Detroit. Next up, we have OKC at Dallas. Is this game going to be on Prime Video here? Yeah, this game is on. Yeah, this game is on NBC actually, specifically. Anyway, here like I said, I've been knowing Dallas that without Cooper Flag, with Cooper Flag, you're going to win that game. Yeah, this is one of those games that you're going to need Cooper Flag to stand a chance in, because if you guys don't have Cooper Flag, OKC is going to murder you. I'm gonna take OKC. They should be able to get the job done here. Their bench reserves have been really good this season, and I just think that they've been a better team overall this year. I will take OKC. And ladies and gentlemen, with the final pick here of Week 19, we have New Orleans going into the Clippers, which I will pick the Clippers to win it because the Clippers are the better team. And I don't think this should surprise nobody. The game is in LA. New Orleans is going into LA. Clippers have been one of the hottest teams in the league. They were starting off poorly at the beginning of the season. And New Orleans is just terrible. Like I said, they're just not a good team. They're not a good foundation team. I'll give me LA to win this game, and I'm pretty sure, that'll close out the week. Without further ado, guys, I really do appreciate your support. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe button. Make sure to join the Discord if you guys haven't already. Really appreciate my support. But without further ado, guys, I'm gonna hop this off so I can quickly get this edited so you guys can watch it on Tuesday. Appreciate everybody your support, and we'll see you guys next time. This is BabyNation.com. Peace out, stay safe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh, sorry everybody. I was looking back at my calendar, and anyway, here I completely forgot this game. I don't know how I forget my own team like that. It was absolutely insane. I apologize here. Anyway, now this is officially the last game of the week. We have Sacramento visiting the Lakers here, and like I said, the Lakers should not lose to the Clippers. I have to lose to the Kings, because if it do, it'll be one of the most embarrassing things we've ever seen. And there you go. But that end for Week 19. Sorry about that, guys. Now I'm gonna sign off here. Appreciate everybody for watching. This is BabyNation.com. Peace out. Stay safe. See you guys next time. Peace out.